Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in another video today. And this morning, the Detroit Pistons have finally made their head coaching decision as they have hired JB Bickerstaff, who has been the Cleveland Cavaliers head coach for, I don't know if you say the last four seasons or last 4.5 seasons, because he became the Cavaliers coach in the 2019-20 season, but the Cavs let go of I can't remember who was coaching for them in the 2019-20 season before JB took over, but he took over for the last 11 games of the season, JB Bickerstaff. So I don't know, you can't really call that a half a season, but 4 full seasons as the Cleveland Cavaliers head coach, and in 4 years also got to get a little sneak peek of what was, on to come with this Cavaliers team in the 1920 season, coaching 11 games in the 1920 season. But 5-6 record with the Cavaliers in that 1920 season. But outside of that 5-6 record in the full 4 seasons with the Cleveland Cavaliers as their head coach, the Cavaliers, if you take away the 5-6 record, JB Bickerstaff went 165 and 153 as the Cavaliers head coach in 4 seasons. The 2021 season, the Cavaliers went 22 and 50. 21-22 season, the Cavaliers went 44 and 38 and made it to a play-in tournament. Then to the 22-23 season, they went 51 and 31. I think they finished like fourth or 5th in the Eastern Conference and made it to the Eastern Conference playoffs in the first round. And then this past season, 23-24 season, the Cavaliers were the 4th seed again and were 48 and 34 and ended up going to the second round, winning a playoff series, but losing to the champion Boston Celtics. Then the Cavaliers fired him, and now he's getting a job with the Pistons. I like this hire. Look, I don't know if I like JB as a head coach compared to Monty Williams. I really like Monty. I think he's a great head coach, and with no coaching jobs open now that JB's been hired, Monty Williams will probably just rest this regular season, and he'll get a job next summer, I believe. I think he's going to be like Mike Budenholzer. You saw Budenholzer get fired last year by the Bucks, and he ended up taking a year off, and now he has a job with the Phoenix Suns, is what I'm trying to say. But I feel like JB Bickerstaff is a better head coach to coach a young team like the Detroit Pistons. I think Monty Williams, the right type of team for him to coach, is a team that's ready to win, ready to go to playoff series, ready to compete in the playoffs, and coach an experienced team. That's not this Detroit Pistons team. I think JB Bickerstaff for sure fits with helping these young guys grow, and I think this is definitely a good hire in my opinion. He also was the head coach for the Memphis Grizzlies for 2 seasons, in the 17-18 season and the 18-19 season, just like taking over for the Cavs in the 1920 season. He took over for the Grizzlies in the 17-18 season. I do remember who got fired that year. That was David Fizdale who got fired, and he took over for the last 63 games. They were a terrible team, went 15 and 48. Then he's their head coach another season, 2018-19 season. They weren't terrible. They weren't great, though, 33 and 49. Then he goes to Cleveland and becomes an assistant, the assistant head coach, and doesn't take long for Cleveland to fire their head coach that season in the 1920 season, and eventually he takes over in Cleveland. He also he was the head coach for the Houston Rockets, my favorite team, for 1 season. He was the Rockets head coach for 71 games. Again, he takes over for another head coach. He went 37 and 34 as the head coach for the Rockets. So, and that year they made it to the playoffs and went 1-4 in the playoffs. So in his playoff career, he's 7-15 in his playoff career as a head coach as well. So that's not great. But let me know your thoughts, and peace out.